Hey there, my air pals. I hope you are doing lovely. Thank you for joining me for another group session. So if you're Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, these messages will be for you. Now friends, if you haven't been to a group session before, all good. Just understand, not all messages will resonate, and that is just fine. If you need a private session, check me out on my website, kellyfergusonreadings.com. And this is also the weekend for my Oracle card workshop. So if you haven't signed up for that, get in now. It is March 19th and 20th, where if you are new to Oracle cards, you will have the best foundation possible. And if you are already working with Oracle cards, you will be able to expand your knowledge, expand your card interpretation, and give much more in-depth messages with your readings. And friends, of course, if you enjoy these sessions, please don't forget to support me so I can keep supporting you. Now, it is St. Patty's Day, and of course, you guys know I'm connected to my clovers, my beautiful four-leaf clovers, right? And the four-leaf clovers are about hope, faith, luck, and love, each one of these things for a beautiful leaf. And so considering we're looking at the four leaves, I think it's also relevant to do a reading on the four directions. So let's do it. Starting with Gemini. Gemini, please. Your east direction is really kind of interesting because it's begging the question that says, what are you holding yourself back from, okay? Autumn, the crow. This is about change and transformation, all right? It's not about the bird of death and all this stuff. It's not about negativity. It's about knowing when changes are required and you taking ownership and putting activity and action behind it so that you can get the changes that you want, okay? So you might have been sitting on something for some while. You might have known that there's changes that you want to make, but you're not actually really pushing forward with it. It is time to start because the crow is in your east direction. Start making these changes so that you can see them come down the line, because if you don't, it's not going to happen, right? Gemini, you could definitely do it. So release those old patterns, those old thoughts, and make some nice changes, okay? It's what you need to start. Now, your emotional sector, your south direction, I have the White Witch. Be the light. Isn't it interesting that I have two wingeds come up right in a row, the crow and the owl, two of my faves. Now, the owl showing up for you here is talking about long-term planning, okay? Looking off into the future and seeing what you want to see, what you want to be, what you want to create, and then holding this vibration of that state so that you can call it to you, okay? But if you don't start making changes now, and if you don't start really kind of feeling out what you want it to look like and what you want it to feel like, your perspective and your energy is not going to be into the vibe that you want to create, and you're not going to create what you want. And your emotions are a huge connection to your manifestation keys. Stay in the light, rise above any negativity. That way anything that you're trying to create and bring action to will be of the flavor of light and love and not of tension and hostility, okay? Your west direction, the arrow. And this arrow is advising you to take a protective stance with yourself, okay? And that doesn't mean people are out to get you, blah, 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 okay? But it does say surround yourself with protective energy. So as you try to move forward, as you try to stay in the light, especially with this White Witch card, many people don't like it when you're positive. People like you to join them in their pity parties and join them in their, their complain fests and stuff like that, right? Don't stay connected to that energy, okay? There's jealousy that happens. There's people who don't want you to succeed because it reminds them of them not succeeding. So they want you to stay stuck with them. Not for you. Allow them to throw shade on you because that's all they got going on, Gemini. Because if they had some big plans and stuff that they were working on, they'd be doing it, right? They'd be sitting in that energy and banging it out, but they're not. So if they're throwing shade on you for doing it, let them throw shade because you're the one who's spinning the wheels and making things happen, right? Pay no mind. Now, your north direction, your mindset, where you need to be strong, you need to be cool, you need to be collected, you need to be confident and know that you have the universe behind you, your guides, your angels, all of your energies here within your heart. You know what is right for you. So stay confident, stay on top of things, and know that all of these steps that you make that feel good and keep you in alignment with positivity are for you and are going to lead to a strong foundation for you to build from. So build your space. The fifth element for you, the night. Be brave and true. And this is about being true to you, not true to what they want, not true to what's going to make someone else comfortable. Because at the end of the day, if you're not true to you, you're not going to get what you want, and you're the one that's going to be upset with yourself and nobody else. You can't blame other people because you didn't take the action steps you knew you should have taken. This isn't saying that that's going to happen. This is saying as a reminder to stay stay in alignment with the changes you want to make so that you can get what you want. Be honest and truthful to yourself. Be kind and loving to yourself. Bring out the sword when you need to, but remember that you are also soft and lovey. So allow yourself to move forward freely, feeling good, and don't look back with any regrets because you didn't take action. Gemini, there's some really cool stuff coming up. There's just a couple little barriers in your way, but once you clear that path, it is going to be smooth sailing because there is strong foundations that you're creating for yourself. And this looks beautiful. Hey, my Libra friends. What is going on for you in your medicine wheel? Let's take a look. So, east direction, please. East direction for Libra. East direction, the moon, okay? And this says take note of intuitive impressions and intuitive information, because not all information is forward-facing. Not all of it is going to be revealed to you right out the front. But I really feel that you are starting to know and connect to people who are not supporting you and you moving forward anyways, okay? You can read in between the lines to see when someone's your friend or when they're not your friend, or when, you know, maybe they don't have the best intentions for you. Doesn't mean that someone wishes bad things upon you. Not everybody is your friend, and there's also things that are behind the scenes that you don't necessarily see going on. So don't trust for the proof in the pudding. Use your instincts, use your heart, use your knowledge, and take note of the intuitive impressions that are coming forward, because definitely not all things are being revealed, and you need to keep your eyes on the prize where this is concerned so you don't let these things sneak by, all right? South direction, connecting to your emotions. We have the Peacekeeper, okay? So this is telling me that you very well might be triggered by other people going on around you. Again, might be that people aren't telling you the whole truth, or you're starting to feel that someone's intentions aren't in alignment with what they communicate is their intentions, okay? It doesn't mean you belly up to fight, okay? Stand back. Just because you know things to be true doesn't mean you need to speak to them, and this happens with me all the time, okay? Just because I know something and connect to something doesn't mean I'm gonna say anything about it. This might be information for you to use to your best good, to simply guide you to something or away from something that is not in your best good. Don't look for a fight, because you'll find a fight, okay? Back away from it and don't make apologies for it. But you don't also have to, you know, I love this statement that you don't have to show up for every fight that you're invited to, right? Half the time it's not even your fight. Your west direction, so things that you need to change or transform or do better at, okay? Heart guardian. And this says love and let yourself be loved, okay? So there's definitely a feeling here of you moving forward with whatever it is that you want to do and feeling like you don't have the full support of others, and that is okay, all right? Because not everybody is going to be a supporter, not everybody is going to be a fan, not everybody is going to choose to make the changes that you are going to make, but you have to be happy with them. You have to be satisfied with them. And you can't be looking backwards over your shoulder to make sure that the other people are happy with what you got going on. If you're happy with what's going on, what's the problem? Because that's what we're here for, to make ourselves happy, to be balanced, to be loved, to enjoy life, okay? So don't feel bad about putting yourself first, because I have the feeling that you haven't been putting yourself first. Libra, your north direction energy is very lovely and very much in balance with this entire spread for you. The shallow and master. Be graceful in your movements and action. Again, don't belly up for a fight. Know your energy. Stay within your energy. When people try to rock you and trigger you, just kind of take that breath and step back out of that energy and be like, I was fine before I walked in here, so this means I can put this aside and continue to be fine in my own energy. Use your energy in a way that is going to be valuable for you, to get you what you want. Use your breath, use your balance, use your flow of energy to stay in alignment with what is right for you. This is also about you having enough respect and discipline for yourself to not get carried away with the other energies that are not stable around you. You stay stable and you will be stable. The fifth element in your reading is the medicine guardian. So there's absolutely healing that needs to come forward. This can be emotional, this can be mental, this can be spiritual, this can be physical as well, okay? So there's definitely a lot of healing messages going on here about your connections to other people. But if you also feel called to change your diet, to change your workout regime, to actually start connecting with the earth, to connect with plant medicines, however this resonates for you, there's definitely some more healing that needs to be involved, and to go further and just a little bit deeper, because I think that there's some other things just underneath the surface. And if you're open to standing in your own space, letting the other opinions go, and staying strong in your own discipline and within your own energy of what you want to be, then you will be fine, and that's how you move towards healing. being strong in yourself. Aquarius, what is up, Aquarius? Let's run your medicine wheel and check out what's going on for you. Your east direction is the seer. See beyond your current situation. So you might be down in the dumps. You might be feeling like things aren't working out for you. This could cover so many topics. It could be relationship, it could be work, it could be family. It's gonna resonate differently for each of you, okay? But this card is saying that even though you feel like you might be stuck right now and not getting what you want, that there's other things on the horizon. So you have to be calm. You can't sit in an emotional storm because you're just gonna stay in the same energy. Stay confident, stay bright-eyed. Know that your situation is not going to be forever and that there's beautiful things around the corner, because when you sit in that energy of, wow, something else is just about to happen, then you're telling the universe, I'm ready for something else to happen, okay? So trust in the path moving forward. And just because it doesn't feel right now, doesn't mean it's always going to feel that way, okay? Trust, have faith, Aquarius, okay? Your emotional side, your self-direction, is the magic guardian. And this says unlock all of the magic within. You have everything you need to align yourself with what is right for you and to change your situation. It's all right here. But what you focus on, especially emotionally, is one of the biggest indicators about how things are going to work out, okay? It's easy to sit in the pity party. It's easy to feel sorry for yourself. But pull yourself out of it. Catch yourself when you're doing it and realign yourself with the energies of, okay, I've got these challenges on my plate, but I can do this. I overcame that. I can overcome this. And if I need to pull in new energies and change my behavior so that I feel better in the moment to help call these energies in, then do it, Aquarius. Absolutely do it. You are so much stronger than you think you are, Aquarius. I feel like with so many of us, there's definitely a trend of family karma coming out this week, okay, with the Elder. And this card is talking about moving past ancestral ties. So you very well might be having family disruptions right now, or family that isn't supporting you or giving you a hard time. Maybe you're the black sheep of the family because you're doing things in a spiritual way or not doing things the tried and true way. But just because it worked for other people or because other people kept to the beaten path doesn't mean that that's the right choice for you. They might throw shade on you as a result of this. That's okay. You're supposed to move forward out of these same old trends and create your own trends, create your own new energy. That's why you're here. That's why you're being told to look beyond the current situation, because you can create beautiful things for yourself. Make sure that your energy is in alignment with what you want and to see things from a higher perspective. Speaking of higher perspective, Eagle is here, my favorite winged. And the eagle is the highest flyer of all the wingeds, so that he can take your beautiful prayers up high to the Creator, to be heard, to be received, okay? So put yourself mentally in this space. Keep your sights higher, keep your emotions pure, and when things are starting to go out of whack for you, realign yourself. You can connect to the fact that I don't feel good right now, or I'm not liking this person, or whatever it is, but bring yourself back to your own power to rise above, because when you're not sitting in that sludge, you're sitting in positive energy and wielding what you want for yourself so it can come to you, okay? You can change what the future is going to look like for yourself just by how you are feeling and operating in the moment. So be on point with your energies, because your thoughts and your words have wings. Legit, friends. Here's a card in your space, your fifth element, that is really giving you some strong advice here. Shield Maiden, make plans and focus. So this isn't about you coming to the table like a bull in a china shop and blowing the door down and saying, this is how it's going to be. There's some strategy that's going to be required here. Make some small moves, make little moves, little bit by bit. But again, with looking off into the future, this is about you making a strategic plan and implementing it when the time is right. Not going out there, like I said, guns a-blazes, but taking slow steps and changing yourself bit by bit, and then getting to the point where you put it all in action and put it all in alignment to hit the go button. That's when you're gonna win. So don't be afraid to make small moves now, because all these little small moves together is gonna bring the big change and the big momentum, and you're setting the foundations for all these little elements to go work in motion and in synchronicities with each other to get a much bigger change and a much bigger reaction. Aquarius, stick with it. You can do it. Air signs, I hope all of these messages really helped you in terms of where you're at right now and gave you some insight and some direction on where to go. If you need a private session, of course, check me out at my website, kellyfergusonreadings.com, and I invite you to join me next week for your next group session. Thank you, air signs.